G'day everyone, welcome back. I'm guessing you waited on bated breath to see how we got on yesterday because I didn't get back to you. Did we get harvesting or didn't we? So if you missed the last video, we had Afgri out here to help replace, to replace the broken, I think they call it a jack shaft, but basically the drive shaft of the hydromotor that runs the whole, runs the pulleys and everything for the discharge beater, the chopper, the terminators, and I think it even runs the auger. So we had that drive shaft snap on Saturday night, and yeah, so they had the part in town yesterday, which I was absolutely gobsmacked that they had a part on hand. Had the part, had the bearings, and yeah, they sent someone out on Sunday yesterday to come and fix it. Now there ended up being two techs out here fixing that, and yeah, we got it all off, and they got the old shaft out without any issues, and then they went to go and put the bearings in, and unfortunately they'd been sent out with the wrong bearings. So they got one bearing was right, one bearing was wrong, so they had to, one of them had to shoot to town to grab the other, well, shoot to meet someone halfway to grab the other bearing so that they can then get it all together. And that's where I left the story yesterday. I had to go and pick up George's partner. George isn't here, but George's partner is, because she's got a job at the school. So I had to go and pick her up from Ravensthorpe, and that's where I left you guys because I wasn't going to be back out at the paddock last night. I got a phone call. When they were getting they tried to get the bearing in, and then they were getting the shaft in, and basically Afgri screwed up. They apologized for it, but yeah, what they did was to get the shaft in, you need a press. Now I did say that Will's got a press over at his place there that we could go and try and use, but anyway, they put the shaft in, put the nut on top of the shaft, but I don't think they put the nut the whole way, and then they were whacking it, and then the nut then relocated down a couple of threads, and they couldn't get the nut off. So that's when I went and got the socket set, and I think I actually might have told you guys this yesterday, but they then took my big socket set down so that they could try and get the nut off. I don't know, because I wasn't there, I don't know if they couldn't get it off at all, or if they got it off and the thread was just screwed, but that one part was, the whole shaft, it's all buggered. So that wasn't really good news to receive whilst driving away from the farm. And the even worse news is that was the only part they had on stock. So the next available time to get one is Tuesday morning if it arrives in freight from Perth. So you can see how happy I was about that. They're going to go to Connie Wreckers this morning. That's the wrecker in town that has all the headers and all that. So it has a whole bunch of stuff there. They're going to see if there is one there, and then steal that off the part, steal that off the header and bring that out if it does. Now, if it doesn't, it's going to be Tuesday morning by the time they can get the part. It'll be Tuesday lunchtime by the time they're out here fitting it to the header and that the header is operational. So, yeah, just extremely disappointed. Henry's been harvested all by himself yesterday. He has done a great chunk in E block, but if we had two headers going, we would have been into F block and we would have been finishing today the canola. Maybe not today, maybe tomorrow, but now we're no chance of finishing canola it's Monday today, so let's just say Wednesday with Henry by himself. We've got rain coming tomorrow, so instead of my great plan of us having it all harvested, canola finished before the rain, and then we can transport in the rain, yeah, that's all been stuffed up. So Afgri did offer to bring out the X9. The X9, you know, they said if we can get it here first thing right now, you know, we got buff rocking up now, but you know, this could have been the X9 driving in the gate. They said if we can get the X9 there, would you take it? And I said, look, thank you for the offer, but I don't want the X9 out here in the canola in these paddocks. You know, because that would have been it. It would have just come here for this little, you know, trial of out in the canola there until they got our header going, and then taken the X9 away, and then we wouldn't have been able to do a decent show on it. You know, this canola isn't terrific. We want to be in the cereals, so unfortunately the X9 isn't here for today. So it will be coming, but just not now. I didn't want it now. I wanted it in the cereals where we can put it to the test, have our header going next to it, which, you know, we're getting that 50 tonne an hour out of, but we're only going 6.7 k's, I think, and then have the X9 next to it where it'll be able to do that 10 k's an hour, which I want, and smashing, you know, 80 tonne an hour. So yeah, that's, oh man, knocked my head. That's why we haven't got the X9 today, but I was grateful for the offer, but we'll keep it. We'll keep it for a good day. So I did the lead and the A trailer out of the 100 tonner, because that'll be about high 7%, I reckon. And we're doing the dog out of PS1, even though it's deliverable, 8.5 to town. I'm just not too sure. You know, we did have those few bits of rain go through. Had to do a few moisturies for Henry, and even though the moisture was still good, there's still probably stuff in there that's a little bit higher than what it should be. Deliverables, 8.5. So I'm just going to blending it out with those ones, and then I know that it'll go through perfectly fine, and don't need to worry. 860 and PS2, I'm pretty sure they're going to be nice and dry. I did a moisture when we dropped dinners off for them, and that was at 6.8. So yeah, they'll be crispy. This one here is the only one I'm not too sure about, which is, yeah, why we're getting it out now. So it's the 50-hour service on Henry's machine. So he's done 100 hours now this year. So he's gone through and greased all the 50-hour grease nipples, and then we're just going and checking all the oils. We've done the gear case oil. We've done the knife. So this drives the knife. So it drives the wobble box down there. We've done the one on, gotta find where it is. There it is. It's hiding from me. We've done the one on that side, and now we're just gonna do the one on this side. Can you guys see the oil on that? It's bloody hard to see, but it is on there. So Henry is good to go for another 50 hours. Right, now the boys are all serviced, greased, fueled, windows. They're gonna head off. Henry's gonna, the moisture will be fine, but I'll grab a sample from him when he gets to the end of his run. And I figured whilst it was here, I'll just come over and show you again what's going on over here. Now I don't have the main part because that's been taken to town, but it's this hydraulic motor here drives a lot of belts. So the pulleys are all on the ground there, and I'll show you what it drives. So it drives this big bastard here, this big 4-rib belt, which drives the auger up the top there, and I believe it drives the hydraulic pump on the side there, which goes to God knows what in the system. It also drives the discharge beater. So the discharge beater is what's at the back of the rotor, and that basically just helps throw everything off the back, all your big straw and stuff like that. Your stalks get thrown out from the back there. There's a big beater, and they get shot into the chopper, and then the chopper shoots it out the back. So it drives that big one there. It then comes down and it drives the chopper itself. So that drives all the knives in there, the big spinning drum, and then it also drives the seed terminator, which is down there. So it operates quite a lot of critical things out the back of the machine here. So yeah, it's definitely a part that you need. You know, if it was something, let's just say for example, I don't know, the chopper bearing went or something stupid like that, right? So the chopper's gone, or it had something to do with the chopper, and they couldn't get the part till Tuesday. Well, what we could do is literally just lift that chopper up, and everything else could still operate, and you just chum trail it out the back. You just you'd have to deal with it later somehow, but we could still be harvesting. But it's just such a big crucial point that, yeah, obviously we can't do that until we get it back. So I haven't heard from them yet. It is only 8 o'clock, so they'll only have just started work. Hopefully I'll hear soon if they've got a part that they can rob from another header. If not, like I said, it's going to be Tuesday. Moisture is 6.7, so nice and dry. Henry will just keep on roaring. We'll start loading that into the 100 tonner, and then yeah, when Brook gets back out of town, which will be, you know, 10:30, 11 maybe, we'll just load him and set him straight back on in. I've got some good news. I just got a call from Afgri. They did get a shaft off of a written off header at Connie Wreckers there, so they are fitting that up right now because I took it all to town, and they are going to bring that out, and hopefully, because it's 10 o'clock now, I'm hoping by lunchtime we're sort of going with that header. So we're gonna, Dad's in town, so I've told him to stay in town and come out tomorrow because we still only need one chaser bin. So excuse me, Pepsi. So Isaac is going to jump on the header, and I could see his smile from up here when I told him. So he's very excited to do that. But look at this! I put a big moustache on my toolbox. I got sent these last year, and we only put one of them on Fleetwood there, and I don't really want to put them on things like bonnets or stuff like that because I just don't like doing stickers and then pulling them off. So I've still got actually quite a few left over, but I got Rhiannon's help to do that, and I say help, I didn't do a thing. I just stood there because when we did it on Fleetwood, it pissed her off too much that she said, if you ever do that again, make sure you get her to do it. So she did it, and she did a great job. Look at how good that is. I even got the Movember bumper sticker on there just in case people didn't know what it was. And right there, that teeny weeny little bloody sticker there, it's the Thomas Brook sticker. So I'm actually going to contact, well, I got those through Vistaprint, so I'm going to go online again and try and get a few more stickers for giving away to you guys, because stickers seems like you guys want stickers, so I'm going to get them. I don't know how long this one will last. I don't think it's designed to be on outside of things, but yeah, might get a big one as well and chuck it right there. So we got Boof on his way out. He should be out here in about half an hour, so I'm going to go and head down to the paddock just so I'm down there, and yeah, we will just wait and see. Also, just thinking about it, Movember, I've just been calling around all the people that we deal with to get donations to add to our cause for Movember, because I've never done it before. I've never talked to like seed suppliers and chemical suppliers and tractor suppliers, but it's a worthy cause, and I spend so much money through them that they can hopefully donate for me. So hopefully a few of them are going to do that. And for yourselves, if you would like to donate to our cause, it'd be very much appreciated. The links are down below. It's all going towards a great cause: prostate cancer, and also mental health, and just men's health in general. So anything you can donate, guys, would be very much appreciated. Anyone who donates will go on the chance to win that air compressor right there, plus all the other knickknacks that I've got. And if you guys want a hat, a nice Thomas Brook hat, then $250 donated and you will get one. So if you guys can spare some coin, that'd be greatly appreciated. If you can't, all I ask is you just check in on a mate and see how they're going. And if you're over the age of 40, just to go and get that blood test. Henry's just over there. He doesn't have any service where he is, but he has finished this piece here. So that is the back piece. He's not going to go to there. What he's going to do is go into what we call the golf course in F block, which is this one. and then they will then start working this one here. We're just here with the fire truck over there. We're going to move all that up to the top here, so it's all in the correct paddock, nice and close. And then Braden will be able to just cart one chaser and keep up to them, going either around that way or around that way. Yeah, the one chaser will definitely keep up to them. If it's kept up out here, it'll keep up in a paddock that's a little bit closer. It's when we get out the back, going out the back to here is where it gets difficult. It's a long bumpy road. You've got to go through a creek, and then anyway, we'll get all this gear up, and then Buff should be here. I'll load him, send him back on his way, and then hopefully Afgri isn't too far away and we can get that other one up and running, because it'd be fantastic if we could get that one up and start smashing some hectares and potentially beat this rain, which would be good. And there goes Henry, getting the opening paddock. Oh man, flies! Getting that opening run done. I don't know if we'll be in this paddock by the time we get Afgri fixed. I think this little one's here is about 15 hectares. So Henry should knock this one out by himself, and then we'll jump into the big one right there, which is the main piece, and start smashing that with 2 headers. Fingers crossed. Oh, I need to sort that crossing out. We got more gear to move up here, but I have got Buff probably rolling in the gate as we speak, so I'm going to go do that. Then we'll get all the rest of the gear up to here. So this is where we'll service everything in the morning, and this is where we keep the fire truck and everything like that. So we'll get it all up here. You guys ever have just one fly in your cab? Just one, and it just loves to just say hello to you. It's really, really annoying. Well, I was right, it was already here and loading. I'm only on the first drop, but still, I had an inkling that he'd be here. So I'll get him loaded, we'll go back out the back and move all that stuff. But we will send him to town on this one, because we still don't have, the grain for him just to keep going to Cascade. And hopefully by the time he gets back from town next time, we could maybe ship one to Cascade, because we'll have 2 headers going by then. But that's just a wait and see moment, that one. So Henry's front's just decided to stop working completely. The reel works, but that's it. And the center draper. And we'll find out. Yep. I'll make a call. After a phone call, they reckon that the hydraulic drive pump might be gone, which we think might be this one here. It is quite hot to touch, and I don't know if it's that one or not, but yeah, that's what their immediate suspicion is. So the guys that were coming out for fixing the other header have turned around and gone to town again to hopefully grab that part. Now I was talking to the other guy, and he was saying hopefully they've got that in stock, and geez, I hope they've got that in stock too. So I'm gonna wait in here and find out. If they don't have it in stock, then we might drop Henry's front, go and steal the other front just so we can keep moving. But yeah, I'm hoping that they can get one and we can get rolling. Incredibly frustrating that that's occurred. No idea what would have caused it. Probably just wear and tear. Probably just a freak break, really. I'm sure that these fronts can go years without having this issue go, and yeah, she's just gone. So like I said before, if we find out that they don't have the part, I'm gonna have to ruin Isaac's day, and we will just drop Henry's front, drop Dad's front, pick up Dad's front on Henry's, and just get him going, because the guys will still be an hour before they get out, plus another hour to get that going. So it's 2 hours of harvest that we can potentially be obviously going. Yeah, I'll let you guys know when I know. At the moment I've just knocked everyone off to go and have lunch. It's currently 11:30, so hopefully I'll find out soon what the go is, and fingers crossed that they have got the part, and we can get Henry's going again, and then Dad's going again, and then have everyone harvesting once again. Boys from Africa are out, and Henry's underway. Well, not yet, but he is underway. It took a whole of about 10 minutes to swap that hydraulic motor out and chuck a new one in. It wasn't anything to do with the spline or anything like that, just the internals. Obviously something's gone astray in there and locked it tight as. They say it's a pretty common thing, so there we go. So we're just moving some utes around now. I'm about to pick up Isaac, take him down to the header, and we'll get that one up and operational. After we've just headed down to that one now. So it's 1 o'clock now. I don't see that one going for about another hour, just because of how many belts and things that need to be put onto it. But yeah, we're one step closer to having both headers operational, which is good. Well, the day hasn't improved, and then it just did. I just was starting to talk to you guys, and then I got a phone call and had to stop and redo it. So it was 1 o'clock when Henry got fixed and going, and then the boys were working on the other header. Got that all back together, ready to roll, and we fired it up, and the thing was moving. The hydro motor was moving. So that was the well, it turned out that the actual, on the hydro motor, the flange that connects to all those pulleys was cracked. No one picked up on it. We didn't even see it. It was just missed. That part isn't available at all in anywhere, apparently. So then they were trying to find milling places to see if they could mill it. Anyway, the phone call I just had then is good news. I was just down to the point of we weren't going to get this header operational for ages, but the phone call I just had then was really good news. They have found a part and ripped it off a header from somewhere, I don't know where. And they're coming out right now to fit that. So it is currently 5 o'clock. They'll be out here, I don't know, 5:30. We could have that header operational by 6, which is really good. Yeah, it's sort of improved my mood. This is my mood at the moment. Henry's out there, Isaac's out there, and I've got 2 beers there, ready to sit here and just calm down and just relax. And just so with that was so we had that issue, so that wasn't ideal. Dad has unfortunately broken his foot, so Dad's he's done his foot, he's in a moon boot, so he's out of action. He said he's more than happy to keep coming out and jump up, but I don't want Dad in the header. I just don't want him to force it and do more damage to himself, basically. I've asked Dad to that it's okay, we'll cope, which then led me to I now need to employ somebody else, which is not an easy task in itself. I had to get Dad out of retirement to come and jump on the header, and now he's broken his leg out here. And then I've now need to hire somebody else when I could just get George out from the UK. But the Department of Home Affairs is just an absolute joke, and that's it's I've been on the phone to them, and then I can't do anything because I'm not the one who lodged it. It has to either be George or our third party, and so now I'm getting them to call and see if they can do anything. And it doesn't make sense that I had to hire Dad to get on the header when I could have just had George. Now Dad's incapacitated, and I don't want him on the header because I just want to look after Dad. So I then need to hire somebody else in the interim until George gets here. It just doesn't make it's just backwards, doesn't make sense. And I can't just call someone at the department and just have a chat to them and just say, hey, look, this is the case. Why am I employing a unskilled worker to come and work that I then need to skill up. I don't even have the accommodation for them. And when I could just get George out. Yeah, so I'm dealing with that at the moment, the department, but also I put it out on Instagram, so I've got a whole bunch of people that have messaged, and I'm trying to, you know, sort out if I can get someone down here. And yeah, we've got rain coming. Like, it's now 70% of 5 to 10 mils Wednesday, Thursday. Will we finish the canola? I don't know. Yeah, it's very stressful at the moment. Yeah, not the high energy, you know, sort of response or thing that I normally am, but yeah, that's where we're at. So I'm gonna leave the video there, guys. I'm not gonna drink these beers now because these boys are coming out, thankfully, and they are going to get this header going for me, which is fantastic. And I'm going to jump on the header and get that going because I've just knocked Braden off. So I said to Braden he can have a beer. He's good to have a beer. We don't need him. So I'm going to jump on the header, and yeah, we will get some more harvesting done, which will be really good. Yeah, I'm glad that they've found something. We've got something going on there. Just got to try and sort out the employment situation, and I'm sure I'll figure it out. So thank you for watching, guys. My Vember links are down below. I'll catch you in the next one.